Can you imagine a slave saying, "Oh, my master ain't racist"?
Not him. No stuff.
Listen to the words you saying.
No stuff.
Your master ain't racist. Yeah, shit was going from worse to worse to worse. We had to start this shit over.
Start it back over.
Start it over. Let's do it again. And that's all we playing.
That part.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know what today is.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes, sir. Eagles versus the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. Who you got?
Whoever got the black quarterback.
That's both of them.
Yep. I don't give a fuck who wins. Whoever's got the black quarterback, that's it.
I guess since they both black, we gotta go to the next level of blackness. Who got the black girlfriend?
We'll go with this.
I never seen Jalen Hurts' girl, so I don't know. But I know for a fact.
Well, I know he go to a black barber for sure.
I know for a fact, 0.25% black Patrick Mahomes' white girlfriend, and they got a little 12% black. Let me quit. Yeah. Love who you love, but
that's it.
I'm just saying, man. We gonna go to the next best, the next level of blackness.
That's it.
Which one of them went to the black school? Next level of blackness.
Hurts went to
Alabama. That ain't a black school.
Nope. Mahomes went to.
I don't know where the fuck he went.
He just came out of nowhere.
Oklahoma State. I think. It was one of them. It was one of them mid-level Power 5 schools.
Yes,
he went to a Power 5 school.
I mean, shoot, do we give Alabama the black vote because it's
down
south?
No, it's Alabama.
That's
Tuscaloosa. This racist ass Alabama where the racist ass governor didn't want to let no niggas go to Alabama. Remember that?
And
he had the dogs and the water hoses and shit when the I don't. It wasn't a girl. When the students tried to go.
Mahomes get about.
Man, I'm going for the Eagles, man. I don't. It ain't that I don't like Mahomes. I do. I think he's a great quarterback.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with all that other shit. All jokes aside.
Yeah.
I want to see a quarterback. I just like Jalen Hurts. I just like Jalen Hurts' story.
Okay, I don't know much about him.
Well, all right. So you should know this much. He won the national championship for Alabama.
Right, I remember that.
The year after they went back to the championship, they was losing. They ain't tried. They benched him for Tua.
Yep, I remember that.
Next year, Tua started. Jalen Hurts transfers to Oklahoma. He was their quarterback after Kyler.
Okay.
Kyler Murray transfers to Oklahoma, wins the Heisman.
Okay.
So he's still on his redemption tour. You bench me in the championship, bitch. I won a championship for you, and you gonna bench me? I don't give a fuck how bad I'm playing today. I won the last championship. Let me win this one.
Ride with me.
I didn't forget how to play quarterback. Y'all calling some fucked up ass plays for me. And they were. I watched that game. Tua comes in, the game plan changed completely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pulling for Jalen Hurts. I want him to win this Super Bowl. Let it come full circle.
Yeah,
let it come full circle. In case you didn't know, this is the FTSD Podcast.
That it is.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, dog. Podcast.
Fuck that shit, dog.
Yep. I am your co-host, Veezy.
Qurious here.
Yes, sir. And yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Before we get this show on the road, I definitely want to remind y'all to hit that like button, Hit the subscribe button.
Hell yeah.
Hit the notification bell.
Drop them bombs, nigga.
Yes, sir. I don't have bombs on. You got them. All that. There you go. All that. Hit that notification bell so that when we do drop a video, you already notified. So that you can go over there, hurry up and watch it. Hit that like button. Hit that. Or you should already be subscribed if you hitting the notify. Outside of that, if you want to find us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all at FTSD Podcast. Mm-hmm. One-stop shop for everything.
That's right.
Or you can just go to the link tree. Here we go again. linktr.ee/FTSD Podcast.
Cool.
Yeah, man. So yeah. We still talking football. Cause I wanted to talk about something else, but then that shit with Michael Irvin happened.
Yeah.
And I found it funny how, cause I saw the headline on Wednesday, and I brushed it off. It was like, all right, what he do now? Right. You know what I'm saying? Cause they always fucking with him. He in the head. It's something every year. Something light, but it's something every year if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
But this just was like some little allegation. And then after the allegation, they just ripped him off. You ain't going to be here. You ain't going to be on TV this week. Mm-hmm. And then you let the story unfold.
Right.
And you find out.
It was bullshit.
It's some bullshit. She made an allegation. They only talked for about 30 to 45 seconds. And then he said he was awakened by hotel security and told he had to leave.
Just like that.
And it's like, we still don't know the full story, because if that's all you got is a 30 to 45 second conversation, and then they said it ended with a handshake, or there was a handshake in the conversation. I don't know if it ended with a handshake or there was a handshake in the conversation. Like maybe they started with a handshake.
Right.
And then he walked off and she walked off. Next thing you know, this misconduct. He was being inappropriate.
Oh my God.
Look like that hoe need to be.
Yeah.
From what I heard is the fact that it wasn't substantiating, and some guys came to his defense, basically saying that he was nothing but nice to them. Mm-hmm. And his interaction with the female was, just as it was seen in that 30 to 45 seconds. So he's countersuing.
Yeah.
Countersuing.
Yeah. Like $100 million. And he ain't suing her because she ain't got $100 million. He's suing the hotel, Marriott, the whole chain, the whole Marriott International.
Yep. Because without
for the hundo.
Yeah. And without proper investigation, for you to basically assume this man is guilty of something without doing your due diligence, you deserve to pay that money. I
want to know what he supposedly said.
Yeah, because it ain't nothing sexual. So if supposedly he indirectly said a sexual gesture, I don't think that is worth saying, hey man, you gotta leave the premises.
Right. And if they ended with a handshake, I need to see the video.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's video from the hotel on what happened. Like, this is the whole, like, why do we keep taking, don't go there. I don't want to go there. But I'm assuming this girl is white. Possibly. I'm assuming. I could be wrong, but that's where my mind takes me. Whenever a black man gets in trouble for some shit he said to a woman, I assume it was a white woman.
And the extreme punishment has to be rendered.
Extreme.
Especially when it's a white woman. How dare you deal with this white flower?
Because here's the fucked up part about it.
Right.
All that then came out, and the people then came out and said it wasn't even that serious, and they don't know what, like, they didn't see any misconduct. NFL still ain't putting him back on the air.
Still ain't.
Like, you ain't, he's, like, this weekend,
no Michael Irvin.
No Michael Irvin.
He scrubbed from the NFL for a weekend.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And this is a couple weeks after he jumped out the motherfucking woodshed to tap dance for his NFL owner.
Yep. Ain't no way Jerry Jones was racist.
When shoe shining goes fucking wrong, man.
Hey, that's a shirt. That's a good shirt.
That motherfucker came out. Ain't no way he racist. Who in the NFL is coming to your defense?
Yeah, on that part. Who is coming to his defense?
Who done ran out, jumped out the shed and said, hey, no, I represent the NFL and Michael Irvin did nothing wrong.
Yep. Is Jerry Jones going to come out there and say,
hell no.
He's not guilty of anything?
Jerry Jones is back in Dallas trying to figure out what he can get for Dak Prescott.
That's what he's thinking about.
He trying to trade Dak for whatever he can get.
That's it right now.
And then trying to trade up so he can get
another running back.
You think he getting a running back?
He could, because Zeke is done.
Is he? What happened?
His best years just behind him now.
Oh, well, if you want to say, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I
mean, he did good this year, though. Did he?
No, not when he needed to. Not in the clutch.
Nobody came through in the clutch for Dallas.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hey, you start looking elsewhere. They've had their opportunities. They've had decent records. They, just always fall short in the playoffs.
This is what I don't like about Dallas. They always blame the offense when their defense has been trash lately.
Yeah.
Y'all got one star cornerback in Trevon Diggs.
Don't hear nothing about their linebacker.
Their secondary core outside of Trevon Diggs has been trash. I don't know who their star linebacker is. Oh, Micah Parsons. And he ain't really did shit this year.
That's what I'm saying.
He had a wonderful rookie year. And this year he was decent, but it was a couple motherfucking left tackles that didn't give up a sack to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how good were you? And if you go and check the stats, I'm pretty sure he had a decent season.
Yeah. But it still don't take away from the fact that they need to make some changes, and their team is getting older. They've been riding with that particular team for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You done changed coaches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Damn near 3 times while some of those guys have been there. It's time.
I guess.
It's time.
I guess. I don't really care much for the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm not big on Dallas. I'm just to bring it back to the conversation at hand.
Uh-huh.
Because we brought Dallas up to say that Jerry Jones is working on that. He's not thinking of Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
And that's always the question. Where's the reciprocity in when these black stars or former stars come out in defense of racist NFL owners?
Yeah, one of those white counterparts.
Yeah,
or white media speak up on their behalf with as much passion as they do when they're ready to condemn them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have, when Deshaun Watson had his situation, you have dudes, he's despicable. He's maybe got mental health.
The Texans set him up.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, it's like you said, reciprocity. Like, say, y'all willing to stand up, take all the bullets for your Massa or the dude who signs your checks, when they get caught doing wrong. What about when you supposedly are accused of doing something wrong? Are they standing up saying, hey,
hell no,
that Tyreek is okay?
No. No. They figure, hey, we drafted him. That's enough. Joe Mixon. We talked about him last week.
Yep.
Now, you said, they I don't know if you said they dropped the charges or withholding the charges, or did they drop them or?
On who?
On
who?
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, they dropped him.
They dropped him?
Yeah.
Okay. But in that,
lack of evidence.
Yeah, when the shit came out, who from the NFL jumped out and said, "Nah, Joe Mixon's been a outstanding member of this community and an upstanding member of the team, and he's a leader and blah 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 blah." Who? Hell, it ain't even got to be football. It ain't even got to be football. Anytime a black person gets in trouble,
period,
the media just points out all the bad shit about him.
Yeah.
And you rarely see anybody come to their defense
ever
from that community. And I don't even just mean just white. I mean white media, white owners. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing.
It would be nice to call out that simple fact.
Here's the point. Here's the point we're making. We be so quick to show our support for them when they ain't as quick to show their support for us
at all.
When it's us, it's we got to see more. We got to see more.
More details.
You know, we don't know. But we're running out and saying that while saying, you know, I don't, you know, this he's an upstanding. Like when we was talking about how we were so quick to run out and be the saving grace for the white rappers and singers that have been caught on tape saying nigga. Like we talked about Eminem and 50.
Right.
Every time somebody, you can't say Eminem name without 50 jumping up.
That's right.
You know, and I can't speak.
Or Roach the 5'9" jumping up.
Quickly.
Not my white boy.
Quickly. And Royce is my dog, but I never understand why he does that. It's like, dog, sometimes it ain't your fight. Sometimes it's okay to be like, I'm going to let M handle that. Because M's a grown man.
Yep.
He should be able to fight his own battles.
Yep.
He is a battle rapper, right?
That's what they
So
said.
if somebody come to him with bars, he don't need Royce or fucking 50 making diss tracks. When Nick Cannon was dissing Eminem, he didn't need 50 to come out and make it. Why? It's Nick Cannon.
True.
It always seems to be that they jump out when it's black people attacking the white person, or when it's black people coming for the white person. But when it's white people coming for that same white person, you don't have that same smoke.
Nope. They don't.
You don't have that same smoke. So we always the saving grace. Always got to jump out. Always the first, bruh. I don't recall too many times where M came out and was Royce's saving grace.
Never.
Publicly. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's done things for him behind the scenes, maybe in on the business side of things, but I really have.
Well, on the rap side,
yeah,
Royce the 5'9" is definitely not a battle rapper. He's, you know, of course, we all know he's great with bars, but you know,
well, he held his own against D12.
I guess, you know what I'm saying. I mean, like I say, there's not very many that can out rap him like skill wise.
Yeah,
he's not necessarily the go back and forth guy. Like I put like this, a guy like Joe Budden who don't mind doing that kind of stuff will sound better on a battle type track than a Royce the 5'9". Anything like it's going back and forth. All right, if you want to go there, we got plenty of Joe Budden tracks.
I'm not denying Joe Budden's skill. I don't know if I agree that Royce doesn't, because again, I remember that Royce the 5'9" versus D12 beef, and he went at them niggas hard.
Well, maybe I need to hear that one.
Just watch Beef; it's on there.
I mean, I saw that, but they wanted to, you know, physically fight him and Proof.
Yeah, that's. But there were songs.
There were some songs
in the between them getting ready to fight and shoot each other up. That was the height of the escalation, where they got to that point. But before that, there was diss records back and forth.
Okay.
You know, that I think the hardest one was when he was over that we gonna shut this shit down, that beat.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and then I think he's had back and forth with other artists between that. None as big as that D12 beef though.
Yeah. Well, you can say a line here or there.
Yeah.
The Lupe versus him recently.
But that was two old rappers going back and forth. No, again.
True enough.
If we had that beef in 2008, it'd be much more significant, and it probably would have been better. It'd have been more talked about.
Yeah. Could be.
You know, so yeah. If you want to say you don't see him as a battle rapper, I don't know if he came up battling like Eminem did, but as far as industry battle, he's held his own. But that ain't even. That's not the. That's the sidebar.
Right.
You know, I've never seen Eminem spit bars for him. In defense of him.
Yeah. We got off. Yeah, nah.
You know, when he had that Lupe beef,
he didn't come out the woodworks.
Eminem ain't come out the woodworks.
Like, hey, Lupe, I got
Lupe, you need to shut the fuck up. I got a 16 for you. No.
Yeah, nope.
No. Like, so, I mean, hip hop probably might be a bad example for that because you ain't gonna see no white person jump out the woodworks.
But you're right though. It's true.
In a black rapper battle.
Well, I mean, just like you said, to bring it back, just like you said, it's not the same passionate energy.
It's not.
You know, when it comes to, like we said, y'all damage and tear my name down, but it's not the same, energy when, it's time to say something on my behalf. Never.
Nah.
So,
and especially in the NFL, you might have an owner that'll take a chance, like with a Pac-Man Jones. You have an owner that'll take a chance, but that chance comes with strict stipulations.
Yeah.
Strict. And surprisingly, what was the team Pac-Man eventually went to?
The Bengals?
The fucking Cowboys. When he was with the Bengals is when he got into trouble. When he actually came back, he got signed by the Cowboys.
Yep.
And it was the Jerry Jones that kind of, for lack of a better phrase, whipped him into shape.
So to speak.
Because Jerry Jones is seen as the slave master type in the NFL.
I mean, definitely is. But he has given more accused NFL players a second opportunity.
Yeah.
To play, but that's because he cares about winning. Not
that's
because
all he cares about.
Not because he gives a fuck about black men being in jail.
And like I said, when it comes to that quote unquote redemption for the player, it's always under strict. Like you have to be on your best behavior fucking around with Jerry Jones. And he ain't.
I can see that.
Like, and he ain't rushing to your defense.
Ever.
If something comes up to where there might be some allegations of misconduct or allegations of, something light. Like they made it seem that his teenage self being at that school was something light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You running out. Oh, no. My master is not racist. Can you imagine a slave saying, "Oh, my master ain't racist"?
Not him. No stuff.
Listen to the words you saying.
No stuff.
Your master ain't racist. No. We's not racist. we run a tight plantation over here. Fuck out of here. Now we ain't gonna be on this one too long, man. We ain't gonna be on this one too long. But I always find it funny how we don't, and I'm saying we as a community, because it's not just football. It's not just football. We never had that smoke for them.
Never.
We never had that smoke for them. Sometimes I want to see us have that smoke. Not some Karen who is on the fucking hunt.
Yeah.
You know, just acting belligerent because somebody's somewhere that she don't believe they need to be. Oh, we'll cancel her real quick. And shut up, Karen. You don't get to police where people walk and all this. Yeah, whatever. We'll do that.
Yeah. Well,
but go ahead.
Well, one sports media lady, there was some situation in which they called out a double standard. I don't know if it was the Celtic situation with the Udoka dude or whatever, but there was a lady who basically brought up, how, hey, we don't talk about this because of X, Y, and Z, and I won't bring up this point because, basically fear of me possibly losing my job. And other guys kind of piggybacked on that point because it's like, hey, you guys have all this smoke for, when it's black men doing something wrong, but then when it's, I think more than likely either was that situation or it might have been the Brett Favre situation. It's like, why don't you have the same?
Or it could have been both of them.
Yeah.
That's what they could have been comparing it to.
Yeah, so it's like, how can y'all have that much energy when it comes to slandering this man's name and running the story over and over, but you don't have this kind of energy for this white man who just stole $1 million.
And that's funny how those were the two.
Yeah, and it had to be a white one or like a white chick to actually bring up that concept, and then the black guys piggyback to be like, oh, I don't want to like I agree with her, but I can only go on surface level to tell you like the real reason why we really feel like this. Like I'll tell y'all the real shit off air.
Yeah, no. Tell me it on air, because I'm not gonna see you off air. I don't know you.
Yeah.
When the fuck would I ever see you off air?
That's real.
And if you talking about on your platform off air, you can't say shit on there either, because you still represent whatever major platform that you work for on your little podcast or on your live stream or whatever. Anytime we see you on media, you represent the ESPN because everybody knows you work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if nobody knows who you work for and you get on this thing and you talk crazy, you don't represent your employer.
Right.
How am I representing my employer? You don't know who the fuck I work for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever I say on here is my thoughts and mine alone. Right. You know? And my employer don't have to paste no damn disclaimer at the beginning of our podcast, because who the fuck do I work for? You don't know. Right?
Yeah, right.
The same goes for you.
Right.
But if I'm Stephen A. Smith and I get on camera and I start talking greasy about some shit, about some white NFL owner who probably was a racist back in the day, what are they gonna do? Oh, he's suspended.
Yeah, either you apologize
indefinitely.
Yeah, and then you gotta apologize still.
Yeah, and your apology has to be a 700 word essay. You gotta give a dissertation. You gotta commit to this much money to the person you talked about's foundation. Yep. And whatever else shit they try to make, whatever other hoops they try to make you jump through just so you can get your damn job back. So I get that. I get it. Yeah. But look, if that's the case, then you shouldn't speak on black issues. then
it's double standard all day long.
If you can't speak against the white and the Brett
white
Favre
oppressive
shit,
power
the
structure.
Brett Favre shit was the perfect example of this because them shits wasn't even one person cheated on his girlfriend. She wasn't even his wife.
Right.
Cheated on his fiance, whatever the fuck they were. He's still single, so technically speaking, he didn't cheat. But because they in a relationship, looking at them in a relationship, he did cheat.
Right. But they relished the opportunity to slander him.
One person cheated on a girlfriend. The other one stole millions of dollars.
Broke the law.
From welfare.
Broke the law.
Nigga, if you own EBT and you give your EBT card to somebody else and they get caught with it, you going to jail for them little 500 funky ass dollars. This nigga took $7 million from welfare and gave it to his daughter's school to build a fucking what was that, a sports complex or a training facility?
Yeah.
Money that don't fucking belong to you, or money that's not earmarked for you, and you used it for something it wasn't earmarked for. That's fraud.
Fraud. And
this motherfucker ain't been charged yet. And if you hear about it on TV,
yeah,
they it's light.
And the cockiness of this crazy ass white man, he got a nerve to sue somebody. Shannon Sharp and them for bringing it up.
Yeah, and that was the next topic. But since we here, we might as well talk about it.
Right.
You suing Shannon Sharp because he told the truth about you. You suing Pat McAfee because he told the truth about your thieving ass. Yeah. You stole. You should be charged. Where's the defamation? Like, who defamed you, bitch? You stole.
You stole. They got the text message that said, "Can this be traced back to me?" That don't sound like an innocent man.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. That sounds like somebody who's trying to
do something,
beat the system.
Yeah.
Do some shady shit. What white people say? Some sketchy shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that big ass double standard, and nobody talks about it. That's because that's the double standard.
Yep.
That's the double standard. And I'm sure there was a nigga that came out and said, Brett Favre isn't like that. No, it was a bunch of them that came out and said Brett Favre's a dickhead, has always been a dickhead, and will forever continue to be a dickhead. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure there's one black person that then came out. He's somewhere out there.
Not my number 4.
Not my quarterback. He would never. He would never. Brett Favre is a stand-up citizen.
Be crying in the damn shit.
That's my QB, man.
That's my QB. That was like big party foul.
What are you talking about? T.O.
It's my quarterback.
Man, hey, but T.O. in that, because that's when Romo fucked that game off. Huh?
Yep.
T.O. always been trying to get in favor with the motherfucker throwing him the ball, because he want the ball thrown to him. So what else he gonna get up there and say?
Yeah.
What else? This is a nigga that's on your team, and this is football related. So that ain't this. It was funny as fuck when it happened.
Right.
But that ain't this. It ain't T.O. crying, that's my quarterback, because Romo called Emmitt Smith a nigga. Nah, Emmitt wasn't on the team back then. Don't matter. Because Romo called some black player on the team a nigga, or some black player on the other team a nigga. If we want to go there, we can talk about Mike Pouncey coming to be Captain Save-A-Ho for Mason Graham when Myles Garrett slapped him upside the head with that helmet.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You don't do no shit like that if something racist ain't involved.
Right.
What the fuck did Mason Graham say to you, Myles? He said it was something racial. No. Just say he called you a nigga so we can get over it. Cause we know he did. He looked like the type that'll call a motherfucker a nigga.
Hey. Oh yeah. And then and then the recent thing, you see the clip where they try to say Tony Romo said, "Oh, he got 2 niggas right there," and they try to bleep it out to make it seem like he didn't say it. And they was like, "Did he just say?"
I didn't. When was this?
Oh man, no, that's definitely Googleable. They thought that
I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah, they
Go
said,
ahead. Talk about it real quick.
They was saying like, "Hey, did Tony Romo say the N word on national TV?" Because the dude was running. He's like, "He's got 2 more," and they just bleeded it out. I'm like, boy,
man, you ain't.
Hey man, they damn near killed his broadcasting career. Shit, I don't know. He got excited or something.
You don't get that damn excited.
Yeah. So, but it's like
the extra yards, the tough yards, the finish on the play. Right there, you got 3. You talked about this is the best tackling team. They don't.
It was almost.
Was that it?
Yep.
Almost like you were nervous, like it was a game. This giant, this figure. I mean, this guy was.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like,
okay.
Do y'all have the same smoke?
But they covered it up real quick, and nobody talked about it. Nobody said anything about it. Now, if T.O. would have ran out and said, "That's my QB, man," and then be like, "T.O., sit your ass down, man. He ain't been throwing the ball to you in how many years?"
10 years.
Yeah, dog. And I'm telling you, we so quick to be they saving grace. And as soon as some shit happen, you don't hear from them. You don't hear from them. Motherfuckers came out the woodworks to save Justin Bieber ass after that video came out.
They did. Rappers too.
Yeah. And then when the shit happened to you, I ain't heard Justin Bieber say not a good word about it. I ain't heard him come out in defense of nobody.
Nope.
And I'm pretty sure something that happened with all them rappers that said something came to his defense. Mm-hmm. I ain't heard him come out in defense of nobody.
Not one time.
Miley Cyrus. Nobody.
Crazy.
Ain't she doing gospel now?
I guess she sucks.
This chick was naked swinging on a wrecking ball, twerking with chicken back.
Mike Will made it.
Chicken quarter butt looking at.
Now all of a sudden she's dropping it low for Jesus, I guess.
Oh man.
You never know.
Dropping it low for Jesus. The fuck? Is that a real? Ain't that a real song?
I don't know, though.
I think I heard that.
But if it is, nigga, I made it up.
All right, hey, yeah, there we go. They be dropping it low for Jesus. I don't even want to hear how that song goes.
I'm telling you,
man. But yeah, like we rushed to their defense. I ain't heard Miley Cyrus defend nobody.
Well, I mean, dog, yeah, you brought up a really good point. That's really something that some of these opinionated or these other platforms should bring out. Like, hey, no one jumps to our defense ever, especially when we are innocent.
When Nick Cannon posted that video with it wasn't Lord Jamar, it was Professor Griff.
Yeah, there ain't no white people come jump out and say, "Hey,
no
he's not
white rappers, ain't no Macklemore didn't come out and say, "No, I know Nick Cannon, and he would never."
And he's not anti-Semitic.
Matter of fact, Andrew Schultz came out and said some shit against Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Vlad came out and said some shit against Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Vlad be the first motherfucker, ain't even a practicing Jew, but he'd be the first motherfucker to come out and say some shit against Minister Farrakhan. Yeah. Sit your motherfucking
and he's a
culture vulture ass down. Thank you.
Just like Dame Dash said, culture vulture.
They out there. The one. And that's what it is. When it really boils down to it, it is a bit of that culture vulture in there that these people, they only want to be associated with the culture when it's good things happening. But once something goes wrong, they back to being white real quick. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's a good one.
I'm over here in the suburbs
and
drinking my Starbucks.
My white safe sanctuary.
Taking the kids to Hobby Lobby and shit.
Nah, dog, those are great points. That's true.
Like, dog,
it's all good till I need to be white again.
Yeah, everybody want to be black, but don't nobody want to be black.
Deep.
Everybody want to be black till the motherfucking cops come.
Not I.
Officer, it was not me.
Those
The
guys.
niggers are over there. See this? The niggers are over there. I wish I could title this that. The niggas are over there.
Mm-hmm.
That shit get taken down so fast. Yeah, bro. But yeah, that's where we. I know we was all over the place with this shit. But I just picked this shit this morning because I seen it. I wasn't even gonna talk about it. Like, dog, I know he's straight because, I mean, it's fucked up. They pulled him off the fucking air, but after I read the damn, I read an article this morning. It was on MSNBC website. It said he made an admission. I don't know I don't know the headline verbatim, but they said he made an admission that was detrimental to his case or whatever. And the admission was that he had been drinking and he didn't really know what
was said.
He didn't really remember what that conversation was in them little 45 seconds. And they made a big deal of it, like, well, if he's been drinking and he doesn't remember, then how can he deny that there was any misconduct? It ain't on him to prove that he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Y'all got to prove that he did.
There you go.
If that shit go to court, you going to take her word and say, well, she said he said it. But how many times a white woman done lied on a black man and y'all took her word for it? Then 20 years later, evidence finally
exonerates the plaintiff.
That's fucked up that it takes 20 years. You get 20 years of this man's life and his labor because he's a slave in jail because of that 13th Amendment.
Right.
You get 20 years of labor for free or for $1.02 an hour.
Right.
You get that free labor, 20 years, and then 20 years is like, oh, wait a minute, you actually didn't do it. Oh, you can go now. But 20 years gone because this white woman said I did something I didn't do.
That's it. That's all you can do. Crazy.
From the days where a black man went to jail because a white woman dreamed he did something to her.
I think I heard that story too.
Google it. I might be making it up, but I might not be. Because that's some shit that towns got burned down because a white woman lied.
True.
And it's still happening to us. A white woman can lie on you tomorrow and fuck your entire world up. Because they gonna believe her.
Yep,
believe women. I don't believe none of y'all. Y'all gotta show me proof. Because it ain't if this is truly the land where you are innocent until proven guilty, you gotta prove it.
That's it. You're not presumed guilty. Or it seemed like in the black man's case, you're presumed guilty. You have to prove your innocence.
And that's
backwards.
That's why a lot of these cases are fought in the court of the court of public opinion. Because you don't have to prove shit. All you got to do is say it. And idiots believe you.
Yep,
and now this man's world is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you said he said something. What'd he say? If he said something, what'd he say? If he did something, what'd he do? And where's the proof?
Like right now.
If y'all was in the lobby and he did something, ain't no fucking way he ain't in jail. Because it was on camera.
Right.
So if he said something, what'd he say?
Ain't nothing else. Yeah, that's right.
Ready to move on?
Yeah.
Beyonce sets the record for most Grammy wins in history. Do we really care about the Grammys before we get to this?
Not at all.
Okay. But this? Is this something?
Not really. I mean, it seems like the way they're making it seem now is as though it's like if she doesn't get the trophy, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like like it's almost like she has to win.
So is it? So with this, is it more that album that she put out wasn't really Grammy worthy? I didn't hear it, so I don't know. I only heard.
I mean, they said a bunch of them songs sounding like, but they said if it's influencing people and people are doing all kinds of remixes on it, so it's
she made house music.
That's it. And house music plays everywhere.
Loves house. I don't know why. If you out there and you saying you don't like house music, you are a liar. You like some form of house music.
They play it,
especially if you come from Chicago and Detroit. Don't sit there and tell me you don't like house music. Jit. Yeah. Footwork. Shut up. That's house music too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they put that stuff out. She is the product of great marketing, but it's almost to the point now where they're making it seem though if she doesn't win all the trophies, she won 4 Grammys that night.
Yeah.
But the only ones they talk about are the 2 that she lost. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get album of the year and something else, but she got 4.
How many house albums won album of the year ever?
Oh, I don't know, but it's like she's got 30. She has 30 of them.
I've never, if it ain't pop, and just because a pop artist makes a house album, don't make that pop music.
Yeah, and then, but like I said, 30. She has 30 of them. Oh, you have a class of people, like a class of kids. Each one can get one Grammy.
And she has 30 of them because she wins multiple Grammys.
Categories. Yeah.
So it ain't like I'm not saying that this ain't something for her to be proud of. If you an artist and the ultimate goal is to win a Grammy and you have 30 of them, then good on you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock her for that. If that's her ultimate goal, we ain't giving y'all awards like that, or the awards that we do give out ain't treated as prestigious as the fucking Grammy. So
right.
Yeah, if that's your ultimate goal, then good on you.
Yeah.
If it's something for you to be proud of.
Yeah. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it, but the thing about it is the way that they're pushing particular narratives is to make it seem as though if she doesn't win, when she does drop an album, it's like the world is wrong and, her album is right. You know what I mean? Like, because
Kanye came out and stole a...
Yeah, well, but then it's like Jay-Z had a commentary.
How they came to Taylor Swift's defense when he did that shit.
Oh yeah.
Kanye's just crazy.
Yeah,
that's when it started.
But Jay-Z jumped to Beyonce's defense too, when she didn't win album of the year, and it went to that guy, some guy Harry Styles. It was like, how dare y'all not give my wife the album of the year? And this is I mean, he didn't say it like that, but it's just like that's the way they're pushing it. It's like
it's because
she won 4.
It's because I'm gonna tell you like this. Beyonce could spit on the track 30 times.
She go
release that album at midnight.
1 billion streams.
on a Tuesday. What's the most random Tuesday in the year? Like when there's absolutely nothing going on.
Nothing going on. Don't say
like a Tuesday in June.
Yeah.
Nobody really.
That's Women's Month, but they'll still. I would say August.
A Tuesday in August.
Yeah.
What's a month where it ain't really no popping music releases? August, September. No, September is popping for music. That's fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would say that
June.
Well, June,
because the summer,
Stuff.
April.
Yeah, nothing drops in April.
Tuesday in April. She could fart on the track 30 times, and that bitch. It'll be the hottest thing. Well, if you ever hear somebody fart like that, leave the room.
I was like, man, that ain't cute.
Immediately. Leave the room. Immediately.
And her harmonizing with
it's gonna smell like it sounds.
So
Lee.
I mean, man, it's like I said, it's not something to care about. It's famous. The crazy thing is the disdain for award shows is, hey, it's rich people voting for other entertainers. I mean, entertainers voting for other entertainers to get awards. Like, oh, I think she should get a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's special but not special all at the same time. Like,
Okay,
it ain't
yeah,
special
because we about to be real hypocritical. Because Tennessee State marching band made history as the first marching band. Period. First ever, not black band, not black marching band. First marching band ever to win a Grammy.
Really? Okay.
In a I think it was the gospel category. So that's special.
It is special.
That's as far as awards go, you're not really seeing marching bands, let alone HBCU marching bands, win musical awards.
Yeah.
Gospel music awards.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? Awards, period. So if you're looking at the totality of award shows, that's dope as fuck.
Right.
Regardless of how I feel about the Grammys. And I'm sure Tennessee State is going to throw that in every HBCU's face. Whoever, if you playing Tennessee State and they about to come on the field, or you go to a classic in Tennessee State there and they about to come on the field, I guarantee you that announcer is going to say Grammy award winning marching band, Tennessee State.
Every time.
We got something that these other bands ain't got. I guarantee you they're going to say some shit like that. And fucking, hey, what you going to do about it? They did it.
They do now.
They did it. Grammy award winning. Cool. It's something to. It's a byline. It's something to put. You know. So.
What's next?
This is what I wanted you to pull up on TikTok but I don't feel like looking up this girl's name. So you can go on our Instagram to see the picture. But it was a TikTok user that revealed she's the secret daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that? Chick. It's just funny because she looked like she could be R. Kelly's secret daughter, but she don't look nothing like Aaliyah.
No.
And then I guess, all right, let's just say she ugly as hell, dog. There's no way in hell Aaliyah produced that.
No, not at all.
But the funny thing is, the girl looked like she's 15. Aaliyah been dead since 2001. So the math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing. So just sad.
Baby,
crazy.
your mama lied to you.
Yeah.
Your auntie.
I mean clout.
Or your whoever is taking care of you lied. They ass.
Clout chasing, man.
Likes and fucking shared. She got a little 15 minutes. Her picture all over the internet, boy. I'll tell you that right now. We posted it. It's on the FTSD Instagram.
Crazy.
Yeah. That shit crazy. Your boy.
Who my boy?
Your boy, Past Kareem. I saw you post about it on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
LeBron James is now the career all-time leader in points scored in the NBA.
I would just like for the whole LeBron Michael Jordan debate to be done. Just if you're gonna say whatever you're gonna say, just say best overall player in multiple categories. You know, that'll put more respect on his name.
It's easy to be the best player statistically. If you played 20 years. If you were consistent over 20 years. If you've been allowed to play and start on teams for 20 years, your name is going to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
In almost every category that
20 years.
in almost every category that you affect.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's a huge accolade.
I bet he got the most turnovers too. Nobody gonna say nothing about that. I bet he got the record for most turnovers.
I would love to see that. To see it though. But man, it's just the thing about it is they feel like because it's because this guy doesn't have that. Man, generational players. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. LeBron has ran the NBA. He has been the face of the NBA from 2003 on.
Bro, that's just like when Brett Favre was chasing them fucking records. And he set the record for, I think it was most touchdowns.
Right.
But in setting the record for most touchdowns, he also set the record for most interceptions.
Yep.
It's
I remember that.
You keep playing long enough, you gonna mark off every motherfucking your name is you gonna be top 5 in every category, even the bad ones.
Yep.
So
yeah, man. But you gotta respect it though. 20 years, 38,000 points, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's a lot of years.
Yeah, a lot of years. So but
a lot of guys don't want to play 20 years in the NBA. After a certain, I mean, of course, you would like to try. Of course, you would like to have that type of longevity.
Right.
But, I mean, come on, man. 20 years in the league, especially if you in your 20s when you come out.
Right. You play till you 40?
Hey, man, I'm 40. I'm not jumping up and down.
Not just for fun. It's got to be a purpose.
Fuck no, man.
Got to be a purpose that I deem worthy to jump up and down.
I ain't ran top speed since I can't even tell you when.
And that's why you should run top speed.
Bruh. I'm gonna tell you like
I think about that too.
It's NFL players ain't ran top speed.
I think about that too. Like when the last time I sprinted, I'm like, dog, I ain't sprinted like all year.
Dog, I get on the treadmill at the gym and get that bitch up to 12 and think I'm doing something. Until I go on fucking YouTube or Instagram and see a video of I think Moo just warming up at 12. And then they tell me she runs her 800 at 18 miles an hour.
Ooh.
So you mean to tell me I think I'm going fast on this bitch, but I'm actually going slow as hell? Like if I got on there running 12 miles an hour 2 times around that fucking track, 2 times around the track, I would lose badly.
Yeah.
To a girl.
To a world-class athlete.
No. I said it like that for a reason. I know. I love a thing Moo, man. She one of my favorite. She one of my favorite athletes. Yeah. I'm just saying. In your mind, you you mean to tell me that if I got out there, I think I'm going fast. Have you ever put that bitch to 12 on a treadmill?
No, not no 12. No.
Bro, I almost ruptured my Achilles one time, man.
Yeah. Trying to show you guys.
I'm old.
You a grown man.
No, hey.
You a grown man.
My tendons are old. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Because I get it. When you're an athlete and you do this, you do this. They probably get on the treadmill. 12 ain't nothing to them. If you're 40 and you've been doing this, you can probably get on there and do 12 and think nothing of it.
Well, man, this is the thing. You're never really in shape as much as in shape as you think you are until you work out beside somebody who is in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the average motherfucker that say, go on corral, nigga, I'm an Olympian. I will fuck you up when you come on the court. I'll kill you. But until you fuck with somebody who's up there hooping all day, every day, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference.
Yeah, these people work hard to be able to do what they do. So that's why I don't discredit LeBron for achieving it. I think it's not as special since they're losing.
Oh yeah,
ranked
yeah,
13th in the West.
It would be nice if they actually won the game that he got the record in. Oh my God!
If they'd have won that game, if they were in contention to make the playoffs, hell, if they was a number 1, 2, or 3 seed, that shit would be amazing. This nigga's damn near 40, 38. Just set the record for all-time point score. And that's all the Lakers have to show for anything this season.
Yeah, and they 13th in the West, and they lost last night. Lost to the Warriors because he been out.
I thought they won that game.
Huh?
I thought they won that game.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to check again because I know LeBron ain't play.
I know. I checked ESPN this morning, and I thought they said it. I don't know, man. I've not been watching basketball, so don't quote me. But yeah, it's can't take it from them, but it would be more special if they were doing something.
Yeah, that's true.
What are the Lakers gonna look like next year?
I don't know, but I like that young core that they got. They should keep everything that they got right now. They finally got some tall, athletic dudes who can score, who can go get a bucket.
Do you think LeBron and AD are going to be on the Lakers next year?
I would say LeBron. I say trade AD, please, please, please. Please trade him. He doesn't. He ain't paying out the potential every time he plays. Giannis whoops that ass every damn time.
And then he has to sit down because his ankles is fucked up.
Yeah, because he done tweaked the toe.
He gonna go out like Greg Oden.
Hey, every time he falls like this. This would be a car crash.
I had to turn that down.
Turn that down. I didn't know it was that long. That first time I touched that one.
No, I had to turn it down because I didn't know how long it was gonna be. We're gonna be sitting here listening
to a car crash.
That sounds like a drag race.
Yeah, my bad. I thought they were just gonna go. Psh.
Man, look. What's next? All right. So we got an update on Tyree Nichols' situation.
Okay,
of course, we know the 5 black pigs was charged.
Yep.
White pig still ain't been charged. Got fired. But they did confirm that the one pig was taking pictures, and he sent it to 6 people. One of them being a female associate. And you know when they say female associate,
somebody he was messing with.
Yeah. So that it's kind of feeding the flames of that whole.
The man hurt.
He took, all right. I didn't watch the video, but there is pictures of him, of Tyree Nichols slumped against the car.
Yeah, I saw that.
And what looks like one of the officers standing in front of him with a camera, with a picture, with a phone, because every phone's a camera phone now.
Right.
So I was going to say camera phone. But with a phone looking like he's taking pictures.
You got to be sick.
And the rumor was that he was sitting in there taking pictures and sent the pictures to the girl that Tyree was messing with, who was his ex or whatever. I think baby mama, whoever the chick is.
Right.
But they did confirm that he took pictures and sent them to 6 people. Some of them were cops. Some of them were civilian employees. And the one, which everybody cares about, was the girl.
That's what did he send it to the girl that
he sent a picture to a female associate, and everybody is
wondering who that is,
assuming that it's the girl from the rumor,
right?
Because there was that rumor that this whole stop, the reason he was stopped was because he was messing with the one pig's girl, ex-girl.
Well, I tell you, man, if that is found to be true, and he's this
first degree,
you're going to jail.
Yep.
You're going to jail. ass up. Lock his ass up.
Yeah.
And that was hard, dog.
This one.
Yeah.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
That shit hard in the bitch.
Yeah, that's first degree. He got motive.
What? Premeditated?
You
No, the
got
whole thing is a whole
motive.
clusterfuck. They got to be some of the dumbest motherfuckers in history.
I said when we first talked about this, it's second degree now. One, some, or all of them charges is gonna get bumped up.
Yeah, they gonna throw the book at their ass.
And I'm looking at one. That shit, if they don't at least consider bumping that shit up.
Yeah.
Like, the evidence is right there.
Major disservice.
Who's the associate? Who's the female associate? Let's dive into that story.
Yeah.
Investigate this shit correctly, please, so this man can get justice.
Yeah.
Full justice, not just the justice you feel like he deserves. Because police whoop our ass all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kill us, and Freddie Gray didn't get justice. Sandra Bland didn't get justice.
Not at all.
Eric Garner did not get justice
at all.
And it's kind of fucked up that Tyree Nichols' justice is going to come in the form of locking 5 black men up. But fuck them. Yep. Because these is 5 black men that represent a racist motherfucking system.
Yep.
And they deserve to go the fuck to jail.
Yep.
I just want it to happen to the white motherfuckers who do the same.
That's it. That's all. That's all.
Quality Control was sold for $300 million to HYBE or Hiyy, or however you pronounce it, Scooter Braun.
So
is he Jewish?
I don't know, but if that's the case, well, a lot of
he's
people
white.
Jumping on him saying that he's the dude QC is the dude, whatever, Coach K or whoever it is.
Coach K and QC, they own it together.
Yeah, they call them sellouts now.
What was we talking about last week? Was it last week? Or
2 weeks before, Generational Wealth. Like your
season
kids,
2. Episode 2.
Oh yeah, Incomprehension of Generation.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, y'all. I'm like, y'all are rich right now.
You got a company that's worth $300 million. You own half of it, so you worth $150 million.
And you gonna give it up, and they have control over it.
What are you gonna do with that $150 million? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be in a black man's pockets.
But that's true. It's like, why do they have to have control over all these musical catalogs? You gonna make all these songs and all this stuff. You're like, man, well, shoot, I just want this big old lump sum of money so I can just.
Dog, and again, I don't care about them selling it. It's who you're selling it to. If you want to liquidate your fucking assets, you have that right. Cause they working with an amount of money I couldn't even imagine having right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the thought process is behind let's sell. Maybe Coach K and who's the other guy?
QC.
That's his name?
I don't know. I just got Quality Control. But I think
Quality Control is the label. Coach K owns it, and he owns it with somebody else.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Well, whoever the second dude is, I had his name, but I didn't write it down. Maybe they have differences where, okay, well, this can't be a working relationship anymore.
Maybe.
And they decided to dissolve, but instead of dissolve, they sold. That happens in business. When you have 2 people working together with ownership stake, you either one guy buys the other guy out, or they decide to sell together, cut their losses, take half the money. And then they go and you got $150 million each to play with.
Yeah, but just like you said,
if they businessmen, I'm sure. Yeah, but I'm saying if they businessmen, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put that money into. They ain't in the business to sell and just waste the money for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not that's not the point I'm making here. The point I'm making here is who you sold it to.
Well, remember what Dr. Umar said? He said, "Hey, black folks shall own all black music."
Right.
Like, and then you hear a story like this.
Why isn't Dr. Dre an option to sell your business to? Ain't Dr. Dre a billionaire?
Yeah,
he can afford $300 million. What about 50?
Something.
What about Diddy? Diddy still dabbling in music? I mean, his own and his sons, but Bad Boy's still around.
Still around.
What about Birdman? Birdman claimed he worth way more than what Forbes say he is.
That's what he say.
And if you ask Birdman, I'm pretty sure he'll claim to have more than $300 million.
Crazy. Just not understanding the long game. It's like, when are we going to start understanding the long game and making sure that we are,
Maybe it's because there's so few options to find one of us at the top to sell to. That when you want to sell, you have to sell to the Jewish community or the Asian community or the white European community or somebody other than black people. Because Oprah's not going to buy QC.
Nope.
Bob Johnson ain't going to buy QC.
Nope.
Byron Allen ain't going to buy QC. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's so few options. Maybe they did pitch to Dre and he ain't want it. I don't know.
I mean, things to consider.
What if they did y'all try to sell it to TD?
You're right. But you got, generational wealth is generational wealth. Something you can pass down. You guys got the blueprint. Y'all make this garbage ass music. Y'all can keep making garbage ass music for generations to come.
But this one, generational wealth is tied into it. But this is more having to do with the wealth gap.
Well,
between black, white, Asian, like the wealth gap.
Yeah.
That's $300 million that just moved from black to white.
Just like
so
that.
Now the wealth gap just increased by $300 million because we sold another motherfucking lucrative business.
Crazy.
I don't know. Hey, if y'all think I'm crazy, tell me. We can have that discussion. You see these big red boots that's going around?
Yeah.
That look like the Astro Boy boots.
Yeah, they said like Wayne had some on or something like that.
Bullshit. Wayne bought them?
I don't know. I saw the story, but I just didn't click on it. I was like, why is this nigga wearing red boots?
Have you saw the boots?
Yeah, they kind of like calf level high red boots.
Look like the Astro Boy. Like you seen you know who Astro Boy is, right?
Yeah.
The Japanese manga character.
Yeah.
Them boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And then I seen something today where there was like and again is black people rushing to promote and I be kind of feeling away, and it's not a big thing because I know we small right now and we got to build, but I be feeling away when I'll post something and I see it get so many views, but I don't see the likes. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be friends that tell you, "Oh yeah, I fuck with your podcast." I don't ever see you. I don't ever see a comment or a like from you. What you mean you fuck with the podcast? You fuck with the fact that I have a podcast, or do you actually tune in and listen to what we have to say?
Right.
Do you share the podcast with your friends? And like we say it, we can say it in every episode.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean they gonna do it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And we can post and we can share it. But if we don't get no engagement, you know, and again, we still trying to figure this out. So, you know, maybe it takes longer than we think it's gonna take. But the bone I have to pick is when I mention that we got a podcast or somebody else mentions it, and then the what I hear is, yeah, I fuck with your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you? Cause a lot of people just say they like to say they fuck with it just to say they fuck with it. They don't really fuck with you. A lot of people like to say they fuck with you just to say they fuck with you, but they don't really fuck with you.
That's true. That's true.
Because it's a lot of people out there, but let Beyonce drop a fart album on a Tuesday in April.
What?
You really fuck with Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's who you fuck with.
Right. Finna get that
Jay-Z drop another album. Everybody gonna listen and share it. You gonna share the songs. You gonna share. You really fuck with Jay-Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you listen to it and you want everybody else to listen to it. You want everybody to know what your favorite song is on the album. You know what I'm saying? But what about your homeboy's album? Do you fuck with that? Do you let everybody know what's your favorite song on your homeboy album?
Right.
You got homeboys or homegirls that are dope artists. Do you post their art on your page?
Yeah.
Do you purchase their art? I got a clock on the wall that I bought from my homeboy James. I shared it on my Instagram. It's probably not on there now because I archived a lot of my pictures. But I shared it. I wanted people to know I bought this dope ass art from my friend. Right. And y'all should get one too.
Right.
Before they run out. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they fuck with you just to say it, just because it sounds good.
They do. They do.
You know? Oh man. My homeboy got a dope ass TV show coming out. What's the name of the show? When can I watch it? What channel do it come on? Is it streaming? Like what the fuck?
All right.
But your boy got a dope ass TV show coming out. Who's your boy? People like to say they fuck with you just because it sounds good to say they fuck with you. But they'll put on these red boots and stomp the yard in them motherfuckers to show everybody that they got these dumbass pair of boots that went viral on the internet. The same motherfucking company that made the boots is the same company that made them Lil Nas X devil shoes.
What?
Yeah.
Hell no. Crazy.
Y'all fuck with them though.
Got a drop of blood in the shoe.
I sound salty because I am.
Yeah. You spend some
some
time on.
You know what I'm saying? And I deserve to be. I deserve the right to be. And anybody deserves the right to be if they put a lot of time and effort into doing something,
right? And
they don't feel it's growing the way that they think it should. I'm not even just talking about the podcast. I'm talking about other shit.
Well, just in general, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about other shit that anybody done endeavored in.
Yeah, no, it's in general, man. It's like, hey, if you really mess with it, share it, talk about it. You know what I mean? Like,
nigga, when I was rapping, I dropped like 10 mixtapes. Motherfucker, I should be signed. All the motherfuckers that say they fuck with me.
Dawg dropped 10 tapes.
I don't know if it was 10, but it was a lot.
Yeah, the whole
5
project.
at least.
At least 5.
At least 5.
Like 10 songs a piece on them?
Shit, I used to do 20s.
20 songs?
Mixtapes. They weren't full songs.
Yeah. That's still a lot of material.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact 5 at least. A lot of people fuck with me. And I'm not bringing that up just it's like, oh, he just mad because he ain't. I don't really give a fuck about that shit. I wasn't rapping for the money.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I just like music. But that's beyond the point. I know other dope ass rappers and singers who I've posted their music, but they friends ain't post their music. I don't know these niggas. This shit dope. Why ain't everybody bumping this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's real. I mean, that's to me. I feel like that's the difference between a real one and a guy not so real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Point blank. Like all that, like phony flies and stuff. Nah, I'll mess with it.
Yeah.
So I give
that just it. I don't know. I think it was it's one of those TikToks where they do the voiceover. Like they'll show their talent, but they'll had a voiceover, and then that one voice, it's one of the voiceovers. It's like it's like, hey man, why you ain't blown up yet? It was like, well shit, did you like my video? Did you share it? I ain't blowing up because you ain't sharing my shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I post shit. It ain't like I'm not showing you what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But hell, I need those who fuck with me to show the world that they fuck with me, so other people can fuck with me and show the world that they fuck with me.
True.
And so on and so on and so on. That's how shit grows. Word of mouth. You know, if you really fuck with something, let it be known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say on that.
All right. Oh, you felt that in your spirit.
Hey, bruh.
Go on with it.
Hey, that shit be weighing. Black owned business feature for the day is Natural High.
All right.
There it is. It's right here. Natural High is an all-natural and plant-based hair, body, and home care products company. I found them on We Buy Black, so you can purchase their products directly from We Buy Black, but you can also find them on Instagram at Natural High. High is spelled Hiyy. It's all one word, Natural High. The link tree is linktr.ee/natural high. So, fuck with them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Go on with your last word.
To my people out there, man, stop jumping out there to defend these folks who don't have your best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? I could just specify, the group that I'm talking about, but I'm just saying in general, got to stop jumping out because that reciprocity is real. Hey,
lack of reciprocity.
Yeah, that lack of reciprocity is real. Like, hey, if you, if your name is on the line, who coming out to defend you? You know what I'm saying? So don't just be quick to be like, hey, man, not mine. Not him, because I know him. No. Shoot, let him take all the bullets. Let him or her take all the bullets they is, and they, go through the process, innocent till proven guilty. But don't you jump out there always saying, not mine. White person, white girl, whatever the case may be. Because if they won't do that same take those bullets and accusations in return, we not doing that for the 2023. Got to stop tap dancing.
Facts. And a lot of time we rushing to their defense. They want the smoke that they getting, because they said what they said or did what they did to get the smoke.
Right.
They want all the smoke. Let them have all the smoke.
Yeah. If you gonna and then to make this example, if you gonna claim you the baddest rapper on the planet, then if anybody want to battle you or question you, it's on you to defend yourself.
Defend that shit.
You should not have to have your black best friend come out and be like, no, don't talk about him. Like, no, then as much as I like Royce the 5'9", that definitely made you go
Bruh.
back like why you keep jumping every time? I mean, anybody say something about Eminem.
Lord Jamar said Eminem is not the best rapper in the game, and Royce jumped so high
Oh yeah,
for him. Like, I
ready to
think-
make threats.
I think he dissed him.
Yeah. And then
I think there was a song.
Eminem did Lord Jamar too on something, on Kamikaze or something.
Yeah, but he said something about Lord Jamar on Kamikaze, but Lord Jamar had been talking for years.
Yeah.
This wasn't no, why you ain't diss Lord Jamar when Lord Jamar was rapping?
Right.
Lord Jamar, when you came out with Kamikaze, Lord Jamar was a podcast nigga.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking rapping no more. When the last time Lord Jamar dropped a
in the 90s,
song?
In the 90s.
That in the 90s?
Yeah.
So he wasn't rapping when he did start talking. But I'm pretty sure he would have been more inclined to at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
If he said something than when Kamikaze came out in 2000, what?
That came out
17?
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah. Damn near 20 years later. Let them fight their own goddamn battle.
That's it. In a nutshell, let them fight their own goddamn battle.
If you like this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Hit that notification bell so you know when the next time we drop a video on YouTube. Share the video to your friends so they can share it to their friends, so they can share it to their friends.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all fuck with us.
That was real.
If you don't fuck with us, then you ain't gotta do none of this shit. This probably gonna be your last episode anyway. Right? But if you fuck with us,
shit.
Fuck with us. Live in love like it's your last.
Yes, sir.
Live in love like it's all you have. With that being said, this has been the Fuck That Shit Dawg podcast. I got off the
We out.